So WrestleMania 28 is in the record books. What's going on, guys? I'm back at it again. In here for another video and in here for another audio commentary talking about WrestleMania 28. And there really wasn't too much to complain about either with WrestleMania. I thought it was a good show. We had some amazing performances from Machine Gun Kelly, from Florida as well, and as well Lillian opening the show, singing America the Beautiful. So I thought that was cool with those performances that we did get to see. And on the pre-show, we had the Tag Team Championships on the line and the Triple Threat Tag Team match, of course, with Epico and Primo taking on the Usos, Justin Gabriel, and as well Tyson Kidd, which I thought it was a good match to get things ready for WrestleMania, get the fans a little excited on what's to come. And even though I would have preferred this on the actual WrestleMania card, but it is what it is. Epico and Primo defeating the Usos, Gabriel, and Kidd as well, and retaining the Tag Team Championships. So that's it when it comes to that. And with the actual opener, we did have the World Heavyweight Championship kicking things off here with the first matchup of the night between Sheamus and as well Daniel Bryan, the current champion, going into WrestleMania. And with this one, I didn't really like how they had this one be an 18-second match, which was really disappointing to me, and which was pretty damn stupid to say the least as well. I didn't like that whole idea and having the World Championship match be like that. I didn't mind it being the first match. Of course, Edge and Alberto Del Rio had a great match for the opener at WrestleMania 27, so I was hoping for maybe some sort of rematch later on in the night, but again, that didn't happen either, and Sheamus getting the win with the Brogue Kick. And don't get me wrong, I am happy for Sheamus getting the win here, but I think it's pretty stupid that they had to have this happen as an 18-second match, and with this one should have been had more time, so I think it would have been a great match. So I guess we're going to see a rematch and a better match at Extreme Rules, but it is what it is. Sheamus is the new World Heavyweight Champion, even though I am happy for him getting the title. It just should have not happened that way, and this match should have had more time. But anyway, congrats to the new World Heavyweight Champion and Sheamus. Then from there, we move along into the next match. We got Kane taking Randy Orton in this one. I thought this was a good match here. We see a lot of good back and forth work between the two, and Kane really trying to take out Orton, Orton looking to take out Kane, and we almost got to see the punt to the head, which you rarely see by Randy Orton in this one, and that's when we saw an epic spot with the super choke slam, which I thought was cool, by Kane all the way from the top rope. So Kane, of course, defeating Randy Orton. I thought this was a good back and forth match, and it didn't really matter to me personally who won and who lost in this one. So it did make sense to have Kane in this one since he lost to John Cena and everything. So maybe we will have a rematch going into Extreme Rules. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. So that's it when it comes to that one. Next match, we got the Intercontinental Championship on the line. And then the Big Show looking to hopefully take out Cody Rhodes and have his WrestleMania moment. And that's exactly what happened. And this one was actually good, pretty good matchup, if you will. And Cody Rhodes trying his best to take out the Big Show in this one, and we saw what Cody Rhodes can do with the Greg Khali, so something similar to that. So, with that being said, the Big Show taking out Cody Rhodes, which was my main pick in this one, and even though Big Show won, I know this title reign with the Big Show isn't gonna last far too long. Anyway, it'll probably last for a month. Maybe at Extreme Rules, have Cody Rhodes win it back and do other things, and yeah, so I thought that was a pretty good match, and the Big Show getting his WrestleMania moment and becoming the new Intercontinental Champion. Next match from there, we got the Divas Tag Team match, which was okay, didn't really care for it. Maria and Kelly taking on Beth Phoenix and even this one, and we did see some pretty cool stuff in this. Some interesting stuff by Maria, but it was mainly all Kelly doing most of the work in this one too. So in the end, we did have, I believe, Kelly and Maria getting the win on this one. So it didn't really matter. Of course, this match was won in the roll up, so it is what it is when it comes to that. So it was an okay match for what it was worth, so nothing too much special going on in the Divas tag team match. Then the next match, holy shit, this was a fucking war to say the least between The Undertaker and Triple H inside the Hell in a Cell, and they actually had the regular Hell in a Cell, and with the little preview that they did show for WrestleMania with the Hell in the Cell, it looked like it was going to be a different one from the picture that I saw on Twitter. So they did actually have the regular one, which was really surprising, and it got its own fucking theme music, so that was pretty cool there as well. And like I mentioned, these two had a fantastic match and went to war as well. We see a lot of some of the same stuff that we did get to see at WrestleMania 27, just a little bit, especially with the chair shots and everything. We see these two go at it in the steel cage and having excuse me, Hell in a Cell shots. Sorry about that. And as well with the chair shots, we did see HBK get involved a little bit here and trying to help out Triple H, if you will. And we see the Hell's Gate onto, I believe, HBK at one point, and it was just so crazy. We see the Hell's Gate a couple of times too as well, but Triple H fighting back. And at one point, HBK was asking the Undertaker if he wanted this match stopped, but of course The Undertaker was fighting back and didn't want this match to stop, and these two will not stop until one of them had the win. So it was a great match all around. We see a lot of reversals, a lot of kickouts out of each other's finishers and signatures in this one, good spots in this one, and it was really cool to see The Undertaker come back and as well take out Triple H. And we also did get to see a showing of respect by all three of these guys, so it made out for a fantastic match. 20-0 is The Undertaker, and that's really cool to see. I was really scared in this one for The Undertaker, and at one point I was saying no because I didn't want The Undertaker to lose at this match because I really thought almost that Triple H was going to get the win, and it seemed like it, but Taker came back, and it was great to see him be at 20-0 and still undefeated, and I am going to be looking into seeing him at 20-0, hopefully 21-0 next year. So I thought that was a fantastic match and definitely one of my favorite matches of the series that they did have. So it looks like this will be the final encounter between the two, and it was definitely a great way to end things off there. So really good chemistry. I definitely suggest you guys go check this match out. Very fantastic match to say the least. Then we get into the 12-man tag team match. We got Team Johnny taking on Team Teddy in this one. Didn't really care for this one. I think this should have been an elimination style type of matchup between these teams, but with this, it was a pretty good tag team match, and that's right, Team Johnny getting the win with the help of The Miz, so maybe The Miz will get a WWE Championship shot now that he's helped Team Johnny get the win there, so maybe as a thank you, John Laurinaitis will give that to The Miz, so anyway, it was a pretty good tag team match, and of course, Team Long did not get the win, and John Laurinaitis is now permanently general manager for Raw and as well for SmackDown. So that's it when it comes to that. Then we got the WWE Championship match. That's right to determine pretty much who was going to be the best wrestler in the world, and it really is hard to say between these two who is the best wrestler in the world, since they, to me, honestly, in my personal opinion, are as equally the best wrestlers in the world. And this was a great match for the WWE Championship. We see a lot of great chemistry between these two, a lot of great back and forth work. We see the suplex on the floor, which I believe was done by CM Punk at the time. And we see a lot of good reversals in this one. And we see the Balls of Jericho. We see that be reversed. We see the Anaconda Vice in this one. We see the GTS attempt too as well. And in the end, CM Punk, that's right, defeating Chris Jericho. And to him, being the best wrestler in the world in this match and winning via submission and retaining the WWE title. So I thought that was a great match there. Definitely one of my favorite matches of the night as well. And definitely suggest you guys go check out and watch that match too as well. And then we get into the match that I thought I would never ever see between The Rock and John Cena. And this match is a match that will probably be playing on WWE 12. And this match was actually happening. And these two really did their all in this one. And props to John Cena too as well. And at times I almost thought he was going to win with the STF and making The Rock top out. But that wasn't the case. And these two are really doing great. And I really enjoyed this match. Fantastic match. And it really brought me back a little bit to WrestleMania 18 and with my first WrestleMania and everything. So I had some good times with this one, and I was nervous at times to see who was going to win this one. So really good back and forth work. And we see his tested strength in this one. We see these two lock up, which was really cool. And we see the bear hug, which is very, very, very rarely used by John Cena to The Rock in this one. We see The Rock DDT in this one. We see them kick out each other's finishers and signature moves. We see the sharpshooter, the STF, you name it. They had this in this fucking match, and it was great. probably even one of my favorite matches of all time. Or at least one of them anyway. So in the end, we did get to see the Rock Bottom and the Rock defeating, yes, John Cena. Team bringing strong, full force in this one, and I thought this was one hell of a match. And not too sure if they're gonna have a rematch in this one. I do give props to John Cena, almost trying to take out the Rock in this one. So, of course, I was the fan going into with John Cena as well. So it really didn't matter who won or who lost. So the Rock, of course, my boy The Rock, winning in this one, and it was really cool to see this match happen. And to me personally, I do think this match did live up to the hype. So now the question is, are they going to have a rematch? Or is this going to be the final match since John Cena looked pretty disappointed and trying to do his all in this one? So props to both of these guys. I'm not going to say who's better and everything like that. So I think these guys did a really great job in pulling off a good match and telling a good story. So I thought it was worth the hype, well worth the wait to me, and definitely one to check out as well. And that's it with WrestleMania 28. Now we move on into WrestleMania 29, which we are supposed to be having the main event be revealed right after Raw. If not, I think probably even during Raw. I'm not really too sure. So I will be online and to see what's going to be happening with that. And once the news breaks, I will be giving my reactions to that on what the main event is exactly going to be. So I cannot wait for that to see what I'm going to be seeing for next year's WrestleMania for WrestleMania 29 in New Jersey. So overall, I thought it was a good show, and I think it's definitely one to check out too. The main matches that I really liked was the Hell in the Cell match, the WWE Championship match, excuse me, and as well definitely the Rock and John Cena. The matches to check out if you haven't watched WrestleMania, and I will probably upload the WrestleMania 28 pay-per-view pre-show that we had before WrestleMania on my channel. Be on the lookout for that. And as well, In the Hot Seat Live will be live once again. This time, of course, this upcoming Wednesday when I do upload for In the Hot Seat, and I will be answering you guys' great questions. If you want, you still have a little time to send some more questions. I got a lot of great questions, and I do got some topics in mind too as well. So you guys cannot miss that. It's going to be a great show this coming Wednesday on my channel, and yeah. That about does it for me. Let me know what you guys thought on WrestleMania 28. What matches did you enjoy? What matches were your favorites? And do you think The Rock and John Cena lived up to the hype? And do you think it was well worth it? Do you think there's going to be a rematch? And that about does it for me. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video for In the Hot Seat.